Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's final front load and another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do the usual disclaimers, if you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 APA professionals in regards to the JRC's so called behavior modification program. Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. Well, folks, NeuroClastic refused, so you know the drill. Please read the article. Share it on all your social media. Also included in there is the NeuroClastic public statement regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC ever actually does see through with their threat. Trigger warning 1 when we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center and Agape Boarding School for Boys. You can hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please make sure to use the headphones. Trigger warning 2, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously, parental supervision is very much advised. All right, folks, where we left off. One comment interprets the FDA's statement in the proposed rule that the possibility that some patients are refractory to other treatments does not necessarily mean that ESDs would be an effective treatment, to mean that the FDA believes the ESDs should be banned because they are not effective for every individual with SIB or AB. Oh, Jesus God. No, that is not what the FDA said, Karen. What the FDA has said is that the risks outweigh the benefits, because that's what all the evidence says. Nobody's saying that they're banning the device just because it's not effective for everyone. Seriously. There are pills out there that are not effective for everyone, but are effective for others. This is not what we're discussing here. What we are discussing is, regardless of whether they're effective or not, they are not in the long term effective. Number one. Number two, I don't care how severe you think we are, forcing us to endure torture is not medicine. The ends do not justify the means. That is what the FDA is saying. They're saying the risks that that device poses to the individuals you force to wear them far outweigh the so-called benefits of said treatment. And they're right. GED device is not some medical device that suddenly is going to turn me magically into a neurotypical if I use it. That's fact. It may stop any action for a moment, just like a fist to a face might stop you in the moment. But is that going to stop you down the road from doing a similar action? If there's not a threat of somebody to knock your world around? Right. That is what they're saying. Saying if the device does not produce long-term improvements that can be proven with data and backed up by peer-reviewed research. then unfortunately for us, it might be a different type of conversation. However, we have proven that they're not over the long term effective, and that at one point or another, when the mask finally breaks, and it always does, because folks, it is exhausting trying to force yourself to be in character 24/7, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Eventually you're gonna crack, and then you get what, put back onto the device. And so the cycle will continue into infinity, because the underlying issue cannot be treated with violence. It can only be treated by finding out exactly what that is and then dealing with it. That does not require violence. Okay? That's what the FDA is trying to say. The risks of what harm that device can cause a human being far outweigh any so called temporary benefits. That's why they're banning it. They're doing it to protect us, because you, their goddamn parents, won't. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, folks. We're doing whatever we have to do, whatever we can, in any way we can, to get those kids out of there, to try and protect them and help them as much as we humanly can. Because these parents and people like them that drink that Kool-Aid won't. We're going to close out on that, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do get removed from time to time. So, folks, if you could, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye now.